evening at the Palais Garnier in Paris. A mysterious masked man haunts the building and his angel of music. The Phantom of the Opera is there, inside your mind. Superhuman strength, agility, endurance, ability to stick to and climb walls and other surfaces. A special spider sense warns of incoming danger. Genius intellect specializing in chemistry and invention all describe our next masked marvel. It's the Spider-Man. The masked marvel whom closes the show tonight was originally introduced as a ruthless vigilante, but evolved into a character with a stringent moral code and strong sense of justice. With no superpowers, this masked hero relies on his intellect, fighting skills, wealth, and stealth identity. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. It's Batman. On your feet, Aces fans, as the band salutes the Aces and cheers them on to victory. Thank you, Aces Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Zach Kohlmeyer. The Aces Color Guard is directed by Miss Ashley Baum. The band would like to give a special thank you to the parents and alumni for their assistance with the band this evening. Good night.
Tonight, the Pilot Marching Band is going to begin this evening's performance in the year 1973 with a song that combines blues, rock, and gospel, which in turn helped propel it to number 15 on the charts. Recorded by the Edgar Winter Group, conducted by Senior Field Commander Daniel Hinojosa, the Pilot Marching Band knows that no matter what happens, we will be here for each other. So come on and sit here by my side. Come on and take a free ride. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the sidelines. And please welcome the original pride of Ayersville, the 2022 Ayersville Pilot Alumni Band. The Pilot Marching Band and Alumni Band are going to travel back to the year 2005 with the American punk rock band Green Day. Inspired by the protest music of Bob Dylan, Green Day channeled their frustration and anger with the state of politics to create a sound that defined a decade. Conducted by Junior Field Commander Troy Klinger, the Ayersville Pilot Marching Band and Alumni Band know this is the dawning of the rest of our lives. This is our lives on holiday. We are honored to welcome to the podium this evening a 2010 Ayersville graduate and former field commander, Dakota Tevis, who many of you may have known as Dakota Lousy. Following her time at Ayersville, Dakota graduated from Bowling Green State University in 2016 with a degree in music education, Western Governors University with a Master of Education in 2019, and is currently pursuing a PhD from Grand Canyon University. Over the years, she has been instrumental in helping to spearhead and organize the Alumni Band. Thank you for your dedication and hard work to make this event possible. The Pilot Marching Band and Alumni Band tried Betty Sue, we tried Betty Lou, and we tried Mary Sue, but none of them would do. Our combined forces are going to close tonight's performance with the Beach Boys' hit song, Barbara Ann. Pilot Marching Band would like to say a special thank you to Mr. Kyle Kistner and Mrs. Dakota Tevis for their hard work and dedication in organizing tonight's alumni band. On behalf of the Ayersville Music Boosters, the Pilot Marching Band thanks you for your attention and support. We hope you enjoyed this evening's show, and thank you for your support of high school band and athletic programs in the Green Meadows Conference. And as always, go Pilot!
We welcome you back to Craig McCord Field here in Ayersville, Ohio, just adjacent to the Ayersville Schools facility. Ayersville High School, of course, undergoing a massive renovation project over the last few years, and really just an awesome facility. Not only a really nice field where we are doing the football game, but as you can see across the way, the school building, they have a Center for Performing Arts and just a whole bunch of really neat stuff that they added to the schools over here. And I don't know if we've ever gotten the opportunity to. We don't usually travel for basketball games, but I mean, it's a really nice facility that they have put together here at Ayersville. So
I was with the girls basketball team last year. I traveled here, and I have to say, very nice.
Yep.
They actually have a dedicated area for their pep band. They call it the hangar, and it's this huge area. Very nice basketball court, very nice facility.
And like I said, their theater facility is supposed to be really top-notch too. So I mean, just a lot of neat stuff. So, and we want to say a big thank you to the athletic department here at Ayersville for giving us our space. They were full up in the actual press box, but they didn't want to turn us away. So they went the extra mile, and they sort of made a custom little area for us over here on the visitors' side bleachers, right at the 50-yard line. We're up at the top of the bleachers. It really is a great vantage point, and we really thank them for allowing us to be here and to bring you the coverage of the Aces and Pilots football game here this evening. And a quick thank you again to all of our underwriters as we get ready to start the second half. We're not going to throw the graphics up. Just a quick mention that we want to say a big thank you to ARC Solutions Incorporated in Hicksville, Ohio. They're our platinum level underwriter, underwriting all of our HIX-TV operations and all of our programming. And our diamond level supporters, underwriting all of our sports broadcasts. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy, right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And we'll talk more about our underwriters as we move through the second half. Of course, getting ready to get the second half underway, the Aces kicking off to the Pilots. Ayersville with the 8-0 lead. And we'll get ready to get things going. Kick is up, Malzer knuckleballs it down the field. It rolls past the deep man. He scoops it up on the run. That's number 15, Roy Wolfram. Wolfram, they're still working on bringing him down at about the 20, well, not quite to the 25-yard line. It looks like about the 23, 24.
Tackled by number 12, Aaron Klima.
Klima was the one that brought him down, and it looks like they're going to bring him out to about the 24-yard line is where they're going to say. Now, actually, they're going to say the 25-yard line. Nope, 24. I was right. First and 10, 24-yard line for the Pilots as we get the third quarter underway. Glad to have you with us here on HIX-TV. Houndstein puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open. It's caught. This could be trouble. That's number 36, Abe Delano. Delano. No one's even going to come close.
Blake Honstein's touchdown pass is complete.
Abe Delano goes 76 yards into the end zone. A first down strike to make it a 14-0 game pending the conversion attempt. Not the way that the Aces wanted this second half to get underway, I am sure. As the Pilots waste no time motoring it down the field. What a great catch and run. Delano just made the catch and turned on the Jets. He was gone. So here they come. It's going to be a two-point attempt. Kind of a hurry up, and they power it down, and it's good.
The Pilot two-point conversion is successful by Owen Berner with 11:40.
So that was number 7, Berner, who pounded it in from 2 yards out. The conversion attempt is good, and the score is now 16-0 Pilots with only 20 seconds elapsed into this third quarter. 11:40 still on the clock.
Time scores from around the area. Edgerton 32, Paulding 0.
Edgerton 32-0 at half.
You know, I actually saw him drive by me while I was
Well, I was hoping to be able to hear the rest of the halftime scores, but somebody started talking. So we were going to try to. I was going to try to bring you some halftime scores, but my color guy jumped in and.
Well, here, I'll look them up for you.
That's all right. I don't want you to use your precious data. So anyway, we know Edgerton was leading Paulding at halftime. The Panthers are the week number 7 homecoming opponents for the Aces coming up a week from tonight.
Back to receive the Pilot kickoff, number 13, Brody Balser, number 64.
End of the first quarter, Apache's trail the Archers 28-0.
Ethan Cordaway set to kick off for the Pilots.
Cordaway puts his foot into it. Deep man caught. Nice move by Langham. Langham still on his feet, moving his feet. Langham out to the 35, maybe to 36 or 37. We'll see where they mark him down officially. But a nice return for the Aces.
Langham with the kickoff return for the Aces.
So Brant Langham will take it out to, it looks like about the 36-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Hicksville. 11:29 to go. Balzer drops back, ball in the air, off of Langham's hands and incomplete. So that'll bring up second and 10.
For number 8, Brant Langham. Tackle on the play by number 70, Cade Hannencraft.
Aces will get themselves set for this second and 10 play. Balzer hands it off to Green, and Green might get a couple. Bring up third and long.
Green, the ball carry for Hicksville. Tackle by number 50, Noah Bodai.
Bodai with the tackle for the Pilots, and that's going to bring up third and 8. As they've got the ball out to the 38-yard line. So the Aces will set and get ready for this third down play. Balzer rolling out to the far side from us. Ball in the air and incomplete. And the coaching staff from the Aces were wanting some kind of a flag, but I'm not sure. I didn't really see anything questionable. It looked like it might have just been the ball went one way and the receivers went the other. Kind of a busted play. That's going to bring up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get ready to punt it away.
Lucas Fishpaw back to receive the Aces punt.
Fishpaw again will be the deep man for the Pilots. And they'll go as quickly as they can to get people off the field. High snap. Balzer gets it under control, puts his leg into it. That one's going to come down, and Fishpaw is not going to be able to run that one back either. It's going to roll dead at about the 25, 26-yard line of the Pilots, and that's where they'll set up shop. First and 10. Still 10:27 to go. An early score to get the third quarter underway has given the Pilots a 16-0 lead here at McCord Field in Ayersville. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you with us, bringing you the action here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Beautiful night for football. We were a little bit worried that we might see some raindrops, but hasn't happened yet, so
keep our
fingers
fingers
be in
crossed.
good shape, yeah. All right. Pilots back on offense. Hauenstein gets the snap. Hauenstein, ball in the air. This is caught, and it's going to be trouble again. He's going to do it again, taking it to the house. Oh, my goodness. Abe Delano for the second time. That one's only 74 yards.
Delano for the Pilot touchdown.
But Delano, again, breaks free, makes the catch on a full head of steam, turns on the jets, and he's gone. 22-0 now. As the Aces are starting to move a little bit slower on the sideline. 10:15 to go, and again, this quick hurry-up conversion attempt. There goes into the end zone again. That was Berner.
Owen Berner.
And Berner.
2-point conversion for the Pilots.
Into the end zone he goes, and 24-0 our score now with 10:15 still to go in quarter number 3. As the Pilots are now just about 6 points away from instituting the running clock on the Aces. They were to score another unanswered touchdown. That's what would happen. And that would make it even more difficult. So the Aces going to get the ball back. And again, it's gotten to be kind of imperative now that the Aces are able to put together a good offensive series and get some points on the board.
Well, I got a halftime score for you.
Go right ahead.
Fairview and Antwerp. Fairview is trailing the Archers 42-0.
All right. Well, Antwerp, we were there. We know how tough they are. They're a good-looking football team.
The undefeated Archers.
Yeah, they are a good-looking football team. That was another one where we were out under nature's umbrella up on the top of the press box. We had a great venue there, too.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. That was Eden that we had the amazing.
No, over at Antwerp, we were up on top of the press box.
Oh, yes, it's Antwerp as well.
Eden was, we were up on the top level, but we were inside the press box. Ball kicked, and it comes down. This could be trouble. Langham loses it, scoops it back up. Brandt manages to evade a couple of defenders. And he manages to put together at least a bit of a return. That'll be across the 25-yard line to about the 28. So Aces will get the ball back, and they'll go on offense 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line. Now we've been actually pretty lucky. We've had some pretty nice road trips so far this year. We started off at Patrick Henry, a real nice facility there. Can't speak too much about their Wi-Fi coverage, but aside from that, they had a really nice facility at Patrick Henry. Balzer, hard count, nobody budges. We'll get ready for the play. Here we go. Brody dropping back, wanting to put the ball in the air. Klima with the catch. He's knocked out of bounds immediately, but he'll pick up about 5 or 6.
Complete to number 12, Aaron Klima. Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Ray Wolfram.
And we had a nice trip to Eden and, again, Antwerp. And here we are at Ayersville. We got one more road trip yet to come before the season ends. In a couple of weeks, we'll be on the road to Edgerton. I think we're going to be in the main press box for that one. Balzer hands it off to Green. Green tries to spin, and he's not able to get away from the defenders, and he'll be brought down for little or no gain. 3rd and 5 for the Aces. Ball remains at the 33-yard line. Balzer, and they blow this play dead. A flag in the air. It's going to be against the Aces. False start. Back them up 5, so it'll be 4th and 10, or it'll be 3rd and 10 now from, well, back at basically the original line of scrimmage. At about the 27, 28-yard line. So back them up 5, and here come the Aces again with a 3rd and 10 now. Brody Balzer being chased and dropped in the backfield. That'll be a tackle for a loss, sack for the Pilots. Balzer goes down. Clark was the guy that got him in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th and long deep in their end of the field, and Balzer will drop back to punt again.
Okay, so I got a possible score.
A possible score?
I don't know if it's official, so I'm just going to state that it's unofficial. Tenora 13, Wayne Trace 6.
Okay.
Now, it's unofficial, so take that with a grain of salt.
Balzer gets the snap. Nice punt from Brody. Fishpaw between his hands. It's a live ball now. Fishpaw has to fall on it. Back at the 40-yard line. Lucas Fishpaw, usually good hands, but that one went right between his mitts. It was a live ball, so he had to get it under control and in his possession ASAP. Falls on it back at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Pilots will take over. Well, they're actually going to say a little past the 40-yard line, so call it the 41, 1st and 10, Ayersville. Up 24-0, and looking to put another nail in the coffin for the Aces. Handoff. Is that Burner, I believe? Yep. Burner out to midfield, close to first down yardage. He takes an official with him.
Owen Burner, the ball carrier for the Pilots.
Yep, you were not seeing things when they unstacked the pile of bodies. At the bottom was a guy in a white and black striped shirt. He went down with the rest. He bravely kept his whistle and hat on the entire time. Good job.
Now talk about taking you back to when you played football right there. There you go. Want to relive the experience?
I was always in the band. I wasn't on the field playing football. Burner again. Another strong run from Burner. He breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet. This could be trouble again. Burner on the far sideline. And they finally drop him at about the 15-yard line, it looks like. Maybe a little farther than that, close to the 10.
Looks about the 10 is when they dropped him.
Oh, my goodness. Ayersville has just lit the burners, and they've opened up the second 2 barrels of their carburetor or whatever here in the second half.
Yep, on the 10-yard line. And
so it's going to be 1st and goal from just inside the 10 for the Pilots, with about 7 minutes and, by the time they snap the ball, about 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Houndstein, handoff. And they trip him up in the backfield. That was McGuire that got the carry, and he'll take
number 13, Brody Balser.
He'll take about a 5-yard loss and be back around the 15-yard line. As we start to near the halfway point of the third quarter. So here we go. Houndstein and company. Houndstein, quick handoff. That's to Burner. Burner turning on the burners, and he'll pick up a few yards. Not many.
15, Brody Balser.
Give him a yard and a half. It'll be a couple yards. 3rd and goal now from the 12. So he advances the ball from the 14 to the 12-yard line. And again, 3rd and goal coming up for the Pilots. Pretty sure they're in 4-down territory here, without a doubt. McGuire goes in motion for Houndstein. He'll take the snap. Handoff again. That's Burner. Burner breaks free, bounces off a tackle, heads the other way. And he hits the pylon and goes out of bounds, and that's a touchdown. So once again, the Pilots are in the end zone, and that makes it 30-0. Conversion attempt pending. And if they do as they usually do, they'll huddle up. They'll break huddle at the last minute, and they'll do a power run, get the ball in Burner's hands. And so far, he's 3 for 3, making it into the end zone. Well, now they're going to line up for an extra point kick. Their kicker is Braylon Young. And it's nope. Young's kick is no good. And with 5:45 to go in the third quarter, it's now the Pilots 30 and the Aces nothing. And I believe that's going to kick on the running clock after the change of possession. So the Aces will get ready to get the ball back, and then on top of being down 30 points, they're going to have the running clock to deal with. At least I'm pretty sure it's 30 points that institutes that. So
I think so. It's either 30 or 35.
So we'll get ready for the Aces to get back in action here. Again, Bill and Chris coming to you live from Craig McCord Field in Ayersville, Ohio. Week number 6 of the high school football campaign. Next week, it's homecoming for the Aces as they'll return to Aces Field to play host to the Paulding Panthers. And all of the fun festivities before the game, including the parade. I've heard that they've been working on some pretty nifty floats.
Yeah, I had an email go out to my class actually regarding the floats.
So we'll have the parade, the pregame ceremonies before the game. Low liner, and that's going to skid along and get scooped up. Langham with the ball. Langham working his way through traffic. Langham out to about the 40-yard line before they bring him down. So another nice return from Brant Langham. Put the Aces in pretty decent shape. 5:36 to go. Ball, the nose of the football right on the 40-yard line, and that's where the Aces will set up shop, 1st and 10. So the whistle blows. Brody Balzer takes the snap. Balzer hangs on to it, reverses field, and they get him around the waist and bring him down back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Balzer had a good move, but one of the Pilots was just able to wrap him up and bring him down, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Aces will set their offense. Klima out on the far side, the near side towards us. He's got 3 on the far side, on the other side of the field towards the Pilot stand. And Green the back beside Balzer in the backfield. Brody gives it to Green. No, that's not Green. That's number 3. Excuse me. That's Branson Graber. My mistake. Graber gets it out to midfield, and he'll move the chains.
Which looks like, yes, we do have the continuous clock.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Aces from the 49-yard line of the Pilots. And now the clock has stopped as we've got some kind of a...
We had a confusion in the chain game.
Yeah. So now they'll start it back up. The chain game... The
one on the right was like, yes,
yeah,
we have a first down. The one on the left was like, no.
The fellow with the down marker got to the right spot and made it first down, but the chain gang started going in the other direction. Pitch out at the last minute. Still on his feet, a flag thrown on the far side. Graber with the carry. It got the pitch out from Balzer. And Graber advanced the ball, but again, flags flying over on the far side of the field.
Number 9, Weston McGuire, number 12, Lucas.
And we definitely do have the continuous clock because with the flags on the play, they still have the clock rolling. And the Aces are going to get brought. That was a big one. That was a 15-yarder. And that'll move it back to the 41-yard line. Take it back a 10-yard penalty, probably a hold. 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 20. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Balzer, and he'll get out to about the 49 of the Aces. So they'll bring him down at the Aces' 49-yard line.
Number 70, Cade Hannencraft.
Excuse me, the 44-yard line. I'm looking at the wrong yard line. 2nd and 17 now for Hicksville. Balzer rolling out, puts the ball in the air, caught. And out of bounds. That was Langham with the grab. Grant Langham near the first down marker. He didn't quite make it, but he's going to make it a manageable third down. Third and about 4, maybe 5. Yep, third and 4. Ball out to the 43-yard line of the Pilots. 2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Handoff. Diving forward about to the original line of scrimmage. That was Graber again. Graber might have got him another yard. They're going to make it officially 4th and 2 now from the Pilots' 41-yard line. Aces will be going for it. That'll be a handoff, a fake handoff as Pilots come up with the ball, but they say he'd already been down, and he's going to come up short of the line of gain anyway. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Ayersville after the Aces failed to convert on 4th and 2. 90 minutes, or 90 seconds, 90 minutes.
That would be a very long
90
quarter.
seconds left here in the first quarter. The clock starts to roll as soon as the offensive unit gets out on the field. Quick handoff, that's Burner. Burner turning the corner. Burner, quick shuffle of the feet, misdirection, spin move. Burner dives forward. He'll cross midfield down to about the Aces' 47-yard line. That should be good enough for a Pilot's first down.
Tackle by number 13, Brody Balser.
And do we have a timeout on the field? We've got an injury timeout. So I'll stop the clock with 59 seconds as one of the Aces is down on the far side of the field. I think it's Owen Stuckey. It looks like number 18 from here. But don't quote me on that just yet. All we know is that we do have an ace down on the far side. Coach Smith heading over to check on him. Give me a chance to take a pull off of my soda pop. There we go. Wet the whistle a little bit. And it is Stuckey that's walking back across the field. Under his own power, always a good sign. He'll have to come out for at least one play, however. And the Aces will head back out, and they'll start the clock up. 1st and 10 for the Pilots at the Aces' 47-yard line. When play resumes, Doc Haggerty going to take a look at Stuckey on the sideline. Hauenstein going to get ready to resume action for the Pilots. We'll see if we see Hauenstein and company in on the field in the fourth quarter. Burner with another strong carry. Burner up the far sideline, spin move. Burner still on his feet. And they're finally going to drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
Tackled by number 12, Aaron Klima.
Klima was the one who finally got him onto the turf. With the long runs that Burner has had tonight, the chain gang and the down marker guys, they've had to hoof it down the field a few times after some of those long gains. Hauenstein, handoff. Not much there. Burner with the carry, and he goes from the 11-yard line down to the 9-yard line to make it 2nd and 8, and that's the end of the third quarter. Goes by quick with that running clock, and we've played 3 now. And at the end of the third quarter here at Craig McCord Stadium in Ayersville, Ohio, it's the Ayersville Pilots 30 and the Hicksville Aces 0. Switch end of the field. Gives me time to say another big thank you to another one of our diamond level underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television, our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Your good neighbor pharmacy in Hicksville with a full pharmacy for you and your family's needs. Also, medical supplies and equipment and over-the-counter medications. In addition to that, they have greeting cards, candles, other nice gifts, Ohio State, Michigan memorabilia. Just a terrific place. One of the hallmarks of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. It's been there for a long time, and we can't thank the Meyer family enough for their support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And hey, if you are looking for perhaps a flu shot, COVID booster, whatever, they have those available. You can find out more, maybe schedule an appointment. Give them a call at 419-542-6218 for more information. And we'll get ready for the fourth quarter. Again, a thank you to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Quick handoff. Powering towards the end zone, and we'll see they got some new numbers out there.
Number 45.
That's number 45, and that is Knieven. Torian Knieven. And the new quarterback, it looks to be, is Lucas Fishpaw, number 12, I think. And again, we've got an injury on the field, another ace. Looks like some of the Hicksville players are starting to cramp up in this cooler weather later in the game. Can't see who it is that's on the turf, but working on stretching that leg out. Dr. Haggerty down there. And that'll stop the clock with 11:37.
Looks to be number 3 or 5 for these. It looks number 3.
Number 3. Of course, that's Bronson Graber. So Graber will have to come out for a play.
Walking on his own power, though.
Yeah. Needed to get it stretched out, and the Pilots will come back out onto the field, and I think, like I said, they've moved Fishpaw in as QB. He's their backup. He's a junior. So Fishpaw looks like he's going to be
number 12,
taking the snaps here to at least for part of this fourth quarter. Snap. Ball in the air, caught in the end zone. Doesn't get much easier than that.
Lucas Fishpaw's pass is complete to number 32.
And that was Tyson Schlachter making the grab in the end zone. That'll make it 36-0. Another conversion attempt. And we'll see if they're going to try to kick it again. They're going to give Young another crack at it. Braylon Young, number 30, he's their place kicker, or their field goal kicker, whatever you want to call it. He got his foot under that one, and it's good. Young splits the uprights, make it 37-0. With 11:18 to go here at McCord Field. Pilots have been rolling here on homecoming night. Aces once again find themselves that old familiar feeling. They'll get ready to get the ball back. Again, the clock will stop with the score, the change of possession. And again, we'll remind you, our next football broadcast is going to be next Tuesday. That's right, you heard me right. Next Tuesday. Junior high football action coming to you from Aces Field.
I think the colder the weather is starting to get to some of the Aces there. I saw some of them dancing to the Ayersville fight song.
Yeah. So next Tuesday, 5 o'clock, you can join us. We'll be here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. It'll be junior high football as the Aces will host, I believe it's Antwerp that they host. So we'll have that for you. Some of the younger players. We had fun doing it a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
So here we go. Aces looking to get the ball back. Kick is up, caught. Ooh.
Number 64, Gabe Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, number 64, with the return.
Out of bounds by number 36, Abe Delano.
Delano's the one that got him. Yep.
86, Gavin Palladino.
But Rodriguez will take the ball out to about the 42, 43-yard line. They're going to say officially the 42, where it'll be first and 10 Hicksville. Aces will get their offensive unit out onto the field. And it looks like we're going to see some of the younger players for the Aces out there as well.
Quarterback looks to be number
34,
for the
Cross Zedike, who's been getting some playing time coming in later in the games. Zedike with the handoff. A nice run on his feet was at 22. Camden Walter.
Number 22, Camden
Yep.
Walter, the ball carry for the
You were correct.
Aces.
So Walter with a nice run from scrimmage, and he'll move the chains. It'll be first and 10 Hicksville from the 35-yard line of the Pilots. And if the Aces are able to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, that would just make it a 29-point differential, and that would put the clock back to normal operation for them. Zedike, long count, here's the snap, and the ball's loose, and I think he covered it up.
Camden Walter with the
So Walter lost the football on the handoff, but he was able to dive on it and recover it for the Aces, and I think he actually gained a yard doing that. And since he had the ball, he had possession, and he's the one that recovered it, you can advance the ball. So 2nd and 9. Zedike takes the snap. Cross is going to hang on to it himself. Zedike working his way downfield. He'll get brought down inside the 30-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down, but he will get a nice gain. Cross looks like he's going to pick up about 8 and make it 3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line. Clock continues to roll, closing in on 9 minutes to go in the football game. Aces down by 37, but driving and looking to put some points on the scoreboard, so at least they can walk away without having a shutout against them. Zedike, and running into some trouble there. He'll be brought down, but it's going to be close. I think he's going to move the chains. It'll be first down for the Aces.
Number 34, Cross Zedike.
So Zedike doesn't get much, but he gets enough to get the Aces a fresh set of downs. They'll put the ball down at the 26-yard line, first and 10 Hicksville. They'll get the call from the sideline. And here we go. Cross Zedike. Work out of the shotgun again. Zedike, hard count. Nobody flinches on the line. Quick handoff. And another carry by Walter, it looks like. Walter, he'll get some positive yardage. Pickup of about 7, it looks like. Well, they're going to give him 9. Say 2nd and 1. Okay. Nope, 2nd and 2. That's a little more like it. That would have been a really advantageous spot of the football. 2nd and 2 for the Aces, 17-yard line. High snap, Zedike handles it, puts the ball in the air, almost, was it picked off? No. Ball's lying on the turf, so it looks like it's going to be an incompletion.
Zedike's pass intended for number 21, Braden Dix.
Yeah, Dix, the intended receiver, knocked out of his hands.
Number 30, Braylon Young, and number 86,
So that'll be an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and 2 now from the 17. Zedike, high snap. Gets rid of the ball and still on his feet, diving forward, and that should be enough for another first down. Walter
number 1, Owen Lloyd.
Gets tripped up before he can strike pay dirt, but he'll give the Aces a first and 10, or excuse me, a first and goal from the 6-yard line. So the Aces in their best shape yet for getting it into the end zone here. Zedike hands it off again to Walter. Walter this time, he manages to evade a couple tackles, and they'll bring him down. We'll see if
Number 22, Walter on the carry. Tackled by number 26, Loden Clark.
So Walter is going to make it second down, and it's going to stay second and 6 as he just managed to get back to the 6-yard line. They'll bring in some fresh legs on the Pilots side to help with this goal line defense, or near goal line defense. Zedike hands it off again. And once again, piled up in the middle and nothing doing. That'll bring up third down.
Walter, the ball carrier for the Aces.
Walter again gets back to the 6-yard line and no further, so it'll be third and goal now as the ball kind of being stuck there at the 6-yard line for the Aces. Well, another couple cracks at it. Try to get it into the end zone. Zedike again hands it off, and no dice that time.
Number 22, Camden
Walter, this time they sniff that one out. They drop him in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth and goal, and they'll lose yardage all the way back to the 10-yard line. Clock still rolling, or approaching 4.5 minutes left in this ball game. Aces with a fourth and goal from the 10-yard line. It's all or nothing on this play. Zedike dropping back to throw. Ball tipped and onto the turf, incomplete. So the Aces will turn it over on downs, and the Pilots will go back on offense. It'll be first and 10 Ayersville from their own 10-yard line with 4 minutes and...
Number 34, cross Zedike's pass.
So about 4 minutes to go here. So the Pilots will get ready to take over. 37-0, under 4 minutes to go, and Ayersville back on offense. First down on their own 10-yard line. New quarterback in there will try to pick up his... I'm thinking that's number 1, Owen Lloyd. Lloyd, just a freshman, getting a chance to finish out this game for the Pilots. As again, the younger players for both teams are on the field right now to finish out the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this game. And flags go flying.
There's a flag on the play.
That'll be a false start against the Pilots, so that'll back them up 5.
Against the Pilots.
For a second there, I thought the flag was because the bands were still playing throughout the play. I was like, uh-oh.
Nope, it's second and 13 now for the Pilots from the 7-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. Owen Lloyd out to the side. Nice catch. Still on his feet, working his way through traffic. Across the 10-yard line out to about the 13. Gain of about 6. So that'll make it third and about 7 for the Pilots. Closing in on the 2-minute mark. Lloyd again rolling out, puts the ball in the air, caught again. I think that's number 26, Loden Clark.
Complete to number 26, Loden Clark.
So Clark makes the grab. It's going to bring up fourth down as he didn't do much in the way of gaining ground. So 4th and about 7 yards for the Pilots. And I'm going to guess that they'll work that clock down as far as they can before they punt it away. High snap. They'll punt it straight up in the air, and down it comes. And it's going to be grabbed by one of the Pilots and dropped for a loss. So good field position for the Aces, as they might be in position to be able to punch one in here before time expires. They'll stop the clock briefly while the offensive and defensive teams switch.
It's on the 1 yard line.
Yep. So it's a 1st and goal for the Aces on the 1 yard line after the bad punt. He got it on the side of his foot, went straight up in the air. So again, Zedike out there at the QB slot. Cross Zedike hangs on to the ball. Nope, I take it he did give it away.
Number 22, Camden Walter.
Walter gets a little closer, but he doesn't make it in. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tackled by number 68, Caden Boer.
Under a minute to go. Aces looking to score at least once here tonight. Going to be a quarterback keeper for Cross Zedike? I don't think so. Zedike's going to get stopped short.
34, Cross Zedike.
He stopped right shy of the line.
Tackled by number 68, Caden Boer.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Aces. 20 seconds and the clock continuing to roll. Some of the Aces faithful starting to head out, but a lot of them sticking around to see if the Aces can at least get one into the end zone. End around run, heading towards the end zone, drop down, and in he goes.
Number 21 for the Aces.
Touchdown, Hicksville. Braden Dix finally gets some points on the board for the Aces. And with the touchdown, it's 37-6 here at Craig McCord Field, and the conversion attempt coming up. Aces look to be going for 2. 3 seconds left. So they've reset the clock to 6 seconds left in the game. And again, a 2-point attempt coming up. And Zedike hangs on to the ball himself, powers it forward.
They did not start the clock for this play.
And the conversion attempt does not succeed. So the score is going to remain 37-6. A 31-point lead for the Pilots. They're going to get the ball back, and that's going to be the end of the game. And actually, they're going to say that is the end of the game. They're not going to bother with the kickoff. Or maybe, well, wait, let's see here. So they're going to...
Coach Smith talking with the referees, probably deciding what do they want to do. Coach Smith throws the football away.
So basically the chief official just blew his whistle and swung his arm around, which means start the clock, and they ticked off the last 6 seconds, and that's the ball game.
Coach Smith threw the ball, so I guess Coach Smith got the play for the
What's the point?
For the Aces.
What's the point for 6 seconds?
Here, I'll just throw the ball away.
So there we go. So your final score here tonight, it's a good homecoming for the Pilots as they defeat the visiting Aces 37-6, the final score. With the loss, the Aces will fall to 0-6 on the season and look to bounce back next week for homecoming, hosting the Panthers of Paulding. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, we want to say big thank you once again to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They include our platinum level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our operations here on Hicksville Community Television. That's ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located on Industrial Drive. You can find out about more about the many solutions they have for business and industries, all the neat stuff that they do. Check them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. Denny Vetter and all the gang want to thank them so very much. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. And we also want to say a big thank you to all three of our diamond level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces Sports broadcasts. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. I want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces broadcasts. Over 13 years now, Jim Schmidt has been with us as an underwriter of Aces Sports on Hicksville Community Television. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility. And again, find out more about all the great stuff that they do at APT Manufacturing Solutions, and also check out the opportunities they have for employment, as maybe you can become a member of the APT family. Log on to www.aptmfg.com/careers. And finally, the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a full pharmacy for all of you and your family's pharmaceutical needs, medical devices and equipment, over-the-counter medications, and more. If you'd like to find out more about all they have, and again, find out more information about flu shots, COVID boosters, and so forth, give them a call at 419-542-6218. The Hicksville Pharmacy, they're your good neighbor pharmacy in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. So thanks to all of them. Also, big thank you to everybody here at the Ayersville Athletic Department, again, for allowing us to be here, giving us a really nice setup, making some effort to accommodate us and allowing us to be here to bring you the action. We want to thank them so very much. And thanks to all of you for joining us for the live stream here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the coverage from Craig McCord Field in Ayersville here tonight. So with that, we're going to wrap it up and head back towards Hicksville along with the rest of the crowd. And we will be taking the weekend off. Want to remind you that our next broadcast will be coming your way on a Wednesday afternoon, or excuse me, on Monday afternoon at about 5:30 in the afternoon. It'll be volleyball action as the Lady Aces will be hosting Toledo Christian. And our next football broadcast, again, junior high football action against, I believe it's Antwerp, coming your way on Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. So with that, your final score one more time tonight. It was the Pilots defeating the Aces 37-6, the final score. And until we talk to you again on Monday afternoon for high school volleyball on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page, for Chris Warner operating the camera tonight and also being our online live stream production manager, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.